Hey, Mr. McFall here. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2021. Human Body Systems. We have about 6 weeks left in the course, so we're going to be moving right along when we come back. When we left, we had just finished talking about muscles and structure of muscle fibers and had built some muscles on the chest. And so we're going to pick up where we left off by looking at those chest muscles and naming them, the origins and insertions, referring back to those muscle rules, as well as the actions of some of those muscles. We're also going to move into building your own muscle group that we'll do on the day that you're in class. So the gold, I think all the human body systems are on blue day now. So the gold group, on your gold day, you're going to have one assignment to do, which I'll explain in a minute, and then we'll pick that muscle group on blue day. If there are any assignments you've not turned in, make sure you get those in as soon as possible. So go back in Skyward and look at those things. We're still in the second trimester, about halfway through the grading period. So hopefully we'll be back in full time in person soon, and hopefully number of cases go down, and just keep safe, and hopefully you're doing well. So I will go through real quickly what you guys need to do. So you see the 422 and 423 workbook. When you open that, this is going to be due on Friday, by the end of the day, Friday, 422, 423. So building a better body. So we built those chest muscles in class. If you either did it by yourself or guided, or I talked through some of it. And so you should have these muscles built. If not, you can finish them in class this week. But for each of the 6 muscles that we built, you need to look at the origin, insertion, describe the action, and then the sport or activity that uses that muscle. And don't just describe the sport, like be specific about it. And I'll give you. So when you pull up this 422 chest muscle building instructions, it brings up this Word document. And so you can basically just go through each of those. And yeah, it was 4 muscles, but there's 3 parts of the pectoralis major. So if we go to like the intercostals, it will, you may have to research some of the insertions and origins of these muscles. But like, for instance, for the serratus anterior and beyond, you see the origin is the lateral surface of ribs 1 through 8. And the insertion is medial border of the scapula. Remember, the origin is the part that does not move. So the ribs are not flexing, but the scapula is in this case. So scapula being the shoulder blade. So this causes movement of the shoulder blade forward. So there's your origin, there's your insertion, and it does describe the action. If you read through here, it discusses the actions. Note this muscle helps move the scapula forward. And so like a bench press or a baseball pitch or a swimming stroke, it's like the end of those motions. So if you go back to your document, it would describe the origin, the insertion, the action, and then a sport. So its job is to move the shoulder blade forward. Sport would be like the baseball, pitching a baseball or something like that. So don't just say baseball, because there's lots of movements in different sports or activities. All right. And so, I mean, it doesn't have to be a sport too. It could be like playing a trombone or something like that. Okay. So you'll fill out that table either digitally, or I'll give you a paper copy in class. Then research 3 different exercises that would strengthen some or all the muscles above, and briefly explain how each exercise is performed. So just describe how those muscles are. Just describe how those exercises are performed to help strengthen these muscles or tone those muscles. Then there's some conclusion questions that you'll answer. Just type those in or write those in. That's what I would like you guys to do on your gold day, is go through these, and on the day that you're not here, and go through these first 2 pages. If you're not really going to be able to go ahead to 423 until we're in school, until we're in person, because you're going to have to choose a group, and I wasn't going to post that just yet. So I will give you, there's 8 different muscle groups that you can choose from. Things like the muscles of the quadriceps muscles, or the muscles of the foot, or the muscles of the wrist, and rotator cuff muscles. So those are different groups. You'll pick one of those, and you're going to research it. And this is going to actually be individual. So groups that are sharing a mannequin, each person is going to be responsible for building their muscle group. So you'll each have to do one. You'll have your own muscle group that you'll be working on the same mannequin. So that'll be a little bit different. But this does kind of count as an assessment grade. So something you want to do a good job of. So we'll work on that on Tuesday. I did researching those muscles, and you'll definitely have more time Wednesday, Thursday to do that as well. We'll start getting into 424, which talks about muscle theory in the next lesson. So there's not much that you really need out of courses for this one. Out of PLTW, I don't think you really need much out of here. Trying to look back one more time. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. I kind of broke it all down. So really, it's more or less doing your own research there. So that's more or less it. So we'll talk about how muscles contract and then how muscles are wired up with nerves, and so that will kind of round up 4.2. So we're going to move pretty quickly through the rest of Unit 4, and then Unit 5 we don't really cover much in Unit 6. So we'll talk more about that in class. So when you come to class Tuesday, I would love for you to have the 422 part of the packet done, and that way we can move right into 423 and beyond. So please email me if you have any questions, and I will try to respond to those as quickly as I can. So looking forward to seeing you all, and hopefully we can have a really smooth second half of this school year with a few interruptions, and hopefully be back in person full time soon. So long, and I will see you as soon as possible. Thanks.